Bruce Wilmes. Bruce Wilmes has been an integral board member of both Providence Place and Rhubarb Productions in the city of Moosejaw. He also has been a guest lecturer for Saskatchewan Polytechnic and the Moosejaw Senior Citizens Association and has hosted events for the Saskatchewan Dragoons. In November of 2019, he sponsored, spearheaded, and hosted the Rob Nash Project in Moosejaw, which provides support for mental health in youth. The performances reached over 1,200 students in local schools and talked about the tough issues facing youth today, including bullying, depression, and addiction. Diann Little. Diann Little has shown unrelenting commitment to the citizens of Moosejaw as the development manager for our local food bank. She goes above and beyond in her role, putting in countless volunteer hours to make sure the shelves are properly stocked during the food drives. She builds bridges between local businesses and organizations, brings together citizens from all walks of life, and unifies them in a common cause, helping those in need. Her compassion is commendable, and she makes a noticeable difference in our community every single day. Gabriella Hill. Gabe Hill always puts patients first, leading, listening, and standing strong when it comes to meeting their needs. In the words of Dr. Brad Thorpe, she has been their rock and support at Alliance Health on South Hill. The medical office assistants, frontline staff, and doctors owe their success to her tremendous efforts during the good and rough times at the clinic. They couldn't do it without her and all the hard work she puts in during the workday. She's gone above and beyond for over 20 years. Harvey and Star Parker. Harvey and Star are tireless volunteers for Riverside Mission, Meals on Wheels, and driving the seniors of Moosejaw to appointments. They make sure their fellow citizens have warm meals, have safe transportation, and friendly people to talk to. They forge important and lasting social connections with their fellow Moosejavians, making sure that everyone they come in contact with knows they aren't forgotten in the daily rush. They are an amazing team, making an impact on the people they help every day. Chow. Chow embodies the spirit of volunteerism, even coordinating her vacation time around her many activities. She lends a hand with the Warriors Booster Club, Radiothon fundraisers for our local hospital and Humane Society, and Jumpstart. And on a more individual level, has even been a big sister. This past summer, she volunteered for the Saskatchewan Air Show at 15 Wing, and this February, she plans to lend a hand with the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. The community of Moosejaw depends on the efforts of people like Chow. Patrick Boyle. Patrick Boyle stepped up as president of the Moosejaw Minor Hockey Association in April of 2018 and volunteered in his role until the fall of 2019, leaving a lasting legacy for minor hockey in our city. He spearheaded an increase in development hours that minor hockey players receive and assisted in a mega cash raffle to raise money. Though he's no longer president, he continues to help the association in ways that are recognized and appreciated. Patrick Boyle has given Moosejaw a hockey association to be proud of. Rudy Fast. Rudy Fast is a silent hero and great citizen of the city of Moosejaw. He's a retired educator who taught at Vanier and Cornerstone Christian schools, and he now volunteers his time to keep our city clean. You'll often find his bike miles from where he's walking to pick up litter. He's likely traversed the shoulders of every ditch in Moosejaw multiple times in his quest to be a part of the solution, keeping the city of Moosejaw sparkling. He's a stand-up guy who deserves recognition for what he does. Born to Dance. Kylie Code founded Born to Dance in 2012, aiming to give local kids the opportunity to participate in a low-cost dance studio. The studio allows kids to build character, grow, and gain confidence through dance. With the help of God and the rest of her team, Born to Dance has become a competition-level studio, while offering sponsorships to help families who could not otherwise afford to have their children participate in dance. There's no knowing how many volunteer hours Kylie and her team have put in, all so they can keep kids dancing. Dr. F. H. Wigmore Regional Hospital Auxiliary. Run entirely by the contributions of volunteers, the Hospital Auxiliary has been in existence for over 100 years in Moosejaw. Money raised through the gift shop, book sales, penny parades, canteen cart, knitting, and steak nights all goes towards purchasing new equipment to be used right here in our community. The group is the longest-serving donor of the Moosejaw Health Foundation, and volunteer efforts have been responsible for the purchase of mammography equipment, stretchers, a cardiac defibrillator, CT scanner, canteen machines, and ultrasound equipment. Friends of the Library. The Friends of the Library are a committed group of volunteers who've been raising money for our local library since 1989. With funds raised during the semi-annual Friends of the Library book sale, through membership sales, and via bequests and endowments, this nonprofit organization allows the Moosejaw Public Library to undertake projects and purchase equipment above and beyond the library's annual operating budget. These dedicated volunteers have funded book club kits for the adult department, archive projects, and early literacy stations for the children's department. Moosejaw Families for Change. Formed in January of 2000, Moosejaw Families for Change has become an integral part of the city of Moosejaw, promoting a culture of inclusivity and collaboration. 2019 was a huge year for this organization with the opening of the Kinsman Cafe, which provides employment opportunities for people of varying abilities. The cafe uses its social media presence to bolster other small businesses in the community and even raises funds for others, including the Moosejaw International Medical Mission. Moosejaw Families for Change truly embodies the giving spirit of our city. Moosejaw Festival of Dance. Moosejaw Festival of Dance, also known as Dance Inspirations, saw its 60th year in 2019. The nonprofit organization celebrated this milestone by purchasing a new Roscoe Marley floor for the dancers performing on the Centennial Auditorium stage. There are countless volunteer hours put in prior to and during the yearly festival in order to make sure that the 5-day event is a success. Last year, dancers from across the prairies competed in the festival and received over $30,000 in scholarships and awards. The volunteers who make it happen truly deserve recognition. The Moosejaw and District Food Bank. When people in our city are going through hard times, they rely on the efforts of the tireless volunteers of the Moosejaw and District Food Bank. Since 1985, this local nonprofit organization has been offering help and advocating for some of our most vulnerable citizens. The yearly Better Together food drive brings together compassionate volunteers from across the city to meet a common goal: collecting, packing, and sorting donations in an effort to combat food insecurity. This group of volunteers affords dignity to the citizens of Moosejaw. Moosejaw International Medical Mission. The giving spirit of Moosejaw is embodied by the continued efforts of the Moosejaw International Medical Mission. This group of doctors and nurses and other professionals saw its 4th medical mission to Guatemala in 2019, providing needed health care in isolated communities while also installing stoves and water filters in Guatemalan homes to promote healthy living. These volunteers take time away from their families to assist the international community, and when they're at home in Moosejaw, they're actively raising funds to support the cost of their next mission. Moosejaw Music Festival Committee. The annual Moosejaw Music Festival celebrated its 70th year in our city in 2019, and it could not have happened without the year-round planning of their 9-member volunteer committee. With an estimated 1,250 people attending to watch one or more of the events over the 8-day music festival, and with over $9,000 awarded in scholarships to participants, this event and these volunteers have had a huge impact on our city, both culturally and economically. Last year, the committee even assisted the Saskatchewan Music Festival Association with hosting the provincial festival in Moosejaw. Scraps. The Band City Stray Cat Rescue and Protection Society advocates for the sick and feral cats of Moosejaw, making sure our purry friends have access to veterinary care, food, and shelter when they most need the help. This nonprofit organization raises funds through their 9 Lives boutique store and through suppers held during the year, and uses these funds in their mission to use non-lethal means to keep the feral cat population stable. These selfless volunteers keep cats healthy and actively rehoming those who are suitable for adoption. The staff at McGuire Center. The staff at McGuire Center at Providence Place in Moosejaw provide care and support for seniors and adults on an outpatient basis, allowing them to continue living in their own homes and maintain independence while giving respite to their caregivers. These staff members are truly wonderful souls, baking cookies and cakes for their clients, celebrating the holidays with decorations and costumes, and keeping their clients entertained with crafts, games, and beauty days. It's clear these employees enjoy their work, and their dedication shows in the smiles of the people that they serve. Running Wild Rescue. Jenna Beaton and the volunteers of Running Wild Rescue work to help all animals in Moosejaw that are facing difficult times, raising funds to give much-needed veterinary care to a variety of cats, dogs, guinea pigs, rabbits, and hamsters. The funds raised by this group allow for pets to be cared for and fostered until they find their forever homes. This devoted group of volunteers work around the clock, finding loving families for animals across Canada, making sure they aren't left out in the cold.